June 3rd, 2011. We're here at midnight waiting for the stroke.
It's 4th, actually. It's 12:20.
Just ticked over to June 4th, the big day. Dickey gets wet.
Getting wet.
We're just here in preparation. We got a couple of questions for you, Justin.
You got it.
Are you taking any water or snacks?
No.
Why?
Well, you see, it goes back to any survival story. You never heard of a great survival story where people had a 3-month supply of food and they left that to go escape the wilderness? So, don't bring that. It'll give me an incentive to complete it.
Is this a challenge or is this a survival story? What do you want this to be?
Both. You can dig deeper when you have, the water sitting on the shore on the other side. I'm going to paddle a lot faster.
What if you just put the bottle of water on the front end of your kayak?
It's like the carrot hanging in front of the donkey.
Will that serve the same purpose?
No, because I can climb out there and get it.
Carrot hanging.
I mean, if I had all the food on the boat with me, what's my incentive to complete this mission? I got all the food and water I can stand. I'm just going to sit out there and have a party. I don't think so.
What will it take for you to finally quit? I mean, what length do you have to go through out there? Are we talking that you've been going for hours, still can't see shore, it's harder than you think,
Have you ever heard of Nessie?
too hot?
Have you ever heard of Nessie?
At what point will you just give the call to Derek and say, I need a ride?
I mean, it won't be anything due to that. Have you ever heard of Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster? If he turns my boat, I think I'll call it quits.
Anything short of Loch Ness Monster?
Unless that damn Sasquatch came along. That's about it.
Let's suppose Nessie comes and turns your kayak over. Spills your bottle of water on the end of your kayak.
Saying I do have water at the end of the kayak.
Turns this into finally survival mode.
Uh-huh.
What story are you going to tell
Well,
instead of telling us that you quit?
I'm actually going to swim at that point.
This is Dickey tomorrow, look.
I'll turn it into a swim meet. And when I can swim no further.
Now, in order to release Ty Utley and myself of all liability, will you please answer another question for me?
Yeah,
Have you thought about this before?
I have. When I first moved here, I had a kayak on my roof and I said I'm going to kayak across that thing.
Would you dare call it a bucket list?
It's on my bucket list, yes. Bucket list. And I'd like to make a public announcement right now. On July 16th, it's a Saturday, Dickey Gets Wet Part 2. We're going to swim across it. Take that to the bank.
I think we're all looking forward to that.
Yeah,
I think we're all looking forward to that.
should be a good time.
Now, what's your attire planning on being in the morning? Jeans?
Cowboy boots.
Wetsuit?
Cut off jean shorts.
Some swim trunks.
Life beater.
And,
Oh, there he is.
If I give you a Speedo, will you wear it instead?
I have a Speedo. I can wear a Speedo.
Cool, Jay.
Aerodynamics. That'd be great.
Do you think you'll chafe on your bottom side?
I might bring a pillow. Sit on that. Change things up a little bit. Get a little bit more lower lumbar support.
What temperature are you expecting the weather to be
Well,
tomorrow?
it's looking like it's forecast to be anywhere between 70 and 80. So,
Is that good or bad?
Perfect.
that's not bad. 80, not so good. 70, that's right around the prime. But I'm going early enough in the morning, I'll miss the peak.
Have you looked to see what the water temperature was today?
No idea.
I'm not going to tell you.
I'm guessing it's in the 60s. 50s, actually.
Are you going to have a
50s.
tailwind or a headwind?
If it's not in the 50s, will you still be getting in the water tomorrow?
Yeah, this is happening tomorrow for sure.
That's incredible, Steve.
Now, if I understand the itinerary correctly, you're going to be making your final preparations to your kayak at about 7 a.m.
Well,
700
it's
hours.
still buried in the backyard, so I have to go locate it tomorrow. Give it a little rinse off inside and out. Make sure it's nice and clean and
Are you going to wax it?
No, all natural.
What's your wax?
Lubricants.
Introduce us to your wax.
Right here.
I like it. Yeah, Tutley and I are going to drop you in the water at 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock,
Let's aim for 8.
8 o'clock.
I know I've been training this week by just waking up at 7 and then going back to bed. Just to get used to waking up at that early of a time. But yeah, let's aim for 8 in the water at 8. And that'll be done in probably about 8:45.
Okay, we plan on turning our backs on you and driving your car away from there.
Yeah, when I get about 300 cubits. Cubits, yes. Yeah, when I get about 300 cubits away.
Any last words as we narrow under 8 hours before the departure?
If I do die, which there's a chance, I just want to leave all my belongings to
What is this, Jaws?
whoever wants them.
No, it isn't. I see.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.